real generosity towards the future lies in giving all to the present. You do understand that, don't you, Trish? Yeah? Alright, man. I'll see you a bit later. Right, bye. Oh, dear. Oh, Trish. Oh, hello. Where's me? Where's it gone? Aha! Hello, my name's Thomas. This is a Roma review. Rochas, man. It's a bottle worthy. It's coffee scent. It's a chippy. The same people who did the Rochas moustache, I think. Must be. Anyway, it's an interesting scent. If you want to kind of smell like a cup of coffee, a little bit of vanilla in there with a kind of ambery kind of background to it. It's pretty good. I mean, for the price, it's really good. It's pretty good value, really good value. You can pick a bottle up for £20-30 or something. It's along the kind of, there's quite a few along the same lines. It's like it kind of reminds us of a few other kind of coffee-based fragrances. Which I can't think of any at the minute. Man, not really. There's a few. There's one by, is it Cafe Aoud or something, and there's a few other ones which are kind of along the similar lines. The only thing that kind of lets this down, is the performance on it. It's not great. It's like pretty weak, but it's not entirely a bad thing, really. Not at the price that you get it at, which is cheap. But the fragrance alone, as a fragrance, is pretty nice. It's a pretty it is pretty one-dimensional as a fragrance. It doesn't do a lot. It's basically kind of a sweet coffee, slightly woody, slightly bit of cedar, maybe just kind of woodies it up a little bit in that coffee base. A little bit of amber. So why is this 30 mile an hour? Am I going the right speed here? Oh, no. It's got a little bit of fruit in it. A little bit of fruit, raspberry, like a little bit of hint of fruitiness. Just rounds it out a little bit, and when you first put it on, it's slightly synthetic, but once it's dried down, the actual formulation and how it kind of ends up smelling, which is quite linear, is pretty decent for the price. It's definitely worth a bottle if you want to smell like a sweet cup of coffee, which isn't a bad thing. To some it might be a good thing, depending on if you want to smell like a sweet cup of coffee. but it's got a kind of warm, cozy, slightly fruity, woody touch. So something which is, to some, I mean, it's definitely quite unisex. This would be quite nice on a, pretty nice on a female, pretty good on a man. It's definitely got a unisexness to it. It's something that I think could suit a male and a female, which is isn't a bad thing. Isn't a bad thing, especially not a bad thing considering they can sell it to two factions. So yeah, Rochas, man, definitely worth picking up a bottle. Smell like a sweet cup of coffee, not a bad thing. Cozy, warm. Performance isn't great, but overall it's a pretty decent scent. Definitely worth a bottle. Thanks for calling, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, leave a like if you want to leave a like. Leave a dislike if you don't. If you want to leave a dislike, and subscribe if you feel like subscribing. It would help out my channel. Be good if you could. Be good if you could. And I'll pretend I've got a pencil around here. Use it as a pen. So yeah. Outside. Fiction is the lie.